Helping people start a new chapter on the Silver Coast is one of the most meaningful parts of my job. This is a very different type of video because today you will see a talk that I did with a couple. Excuse my amadorism as I didn't even remember to introduce them in the video. Today you will meet Amber and Thomas, who bought their home with me this summer and now are living that transition. They are going to share what they felt, what they learned, and how the entire experience unfolded. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. But first, show reel. I'll just probably start and thank you today to do this interview with me. Thank you so much for taking the time, okay?
No worries.
Very blessed. And I have some questions. So, you bought this house in Alvorninha, and I just wanted to kind of explain how was the experience, because you are also moving from another country. We will kind of talk a little bit about this, okay? Just let it out. We have no timer counting, so it's just for us to talk, okay? So, before we start, how has life been since you moved to Alvorninha?
Oh, it's been a roller coaster.
Yes, but that's mostly good, I would say.
A good roller coaster
Yeah.
filled with new experiences, lovely people welcoming us, noticing that we're pregnant, doing renovations, trying to find our way in a new area.
Because you just moved 4 months ago,
Yes,
so it's
correct.
really
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah, it feels like we have 5 lives living here. It's really nice, yeah.
Yeah, because we met a big community,
Mm-hmm.
all the neighbors, obviously. There's a lot of things going on just in general. We had the soup festival, we have a lot of things in college, so it has been very welcoming, very busy, and very eventful.
I didn't expect this area to have this many events.
Okay, so let's just to give some perspective to people that are watching at home. This is like 15 minutes from Caldas.
Yes.
And you are also 10 minutes to Benedita, which is a
Yes.
smaller town
Yeah.
that has also supermarkets and everything. It's like a smaller city. I believe
Yeah.
in some time it will actually become
Yeah.
one city as well from Alcobaça.
10
In-
minutes from Rio Maior,
Exactly.
Yeah.
so also a fairly big city close by.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 40 minutes from Leiria,
Yeah.
50 minutes from Lisbon.
An hour.
55.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 hour
So-
Yes.
exactly, more or less.
Yeah, a lot of city nearby.
Cities around.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to talk is that first question is like why you chose Portugal, but before that you were actually in the Algarve and then you move up here. Sometimes in some of my videos I actually talk about Algarve versus Silver Coast. So what can you tell once you were living there? And I'll pass my micro to you, so you can also talk a little bit and then you pass it to me. So in comparison, how long did you live in there?
We
Algarve.
went to the Algarve for 5 years. So we spent 5 winters in the Algarve, and we also traveled along the coast. So we've been here before we bought the house. Just not completely irrational. I think
Yeah,
the biggest
of course.
difference is the way of life, I would say. There's a lot of tourists in the Algarve. The mindset is very, very, very different. We've spoken about it a lot. It feels like the Algarve is very much vacation-like. But if you come here, it's more like the living part of Portugal. This is where people live, where people settle, where people have families. Unless in the Algarve, it's more people who are retired, which is fine,
Yeah,
but there's less of them here,
Yeah.
and less tourists.
It's
I
a
would say
different lifestyle.
it's very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Okay. And at the time, yeah, you can pass this one.
Yeah.
And so you explored this area before,
Yes.
right? What did you do to explore the area before you actually make the move of buying the house?
we drove all the way through Portugal, and it was not an accident, but it was a coincidence that Foz do Areiro was one of the beaches we fell in love with. We had a coffee with our feet in the sand and with the most beautiful view. And I always told them, like, this is such a special place. And then to have seen this house so close by, I think, yeah, that's what convinces. The location, it's like a star. You can go up, you can go land inwards, you can go to the coast, you can go to Lisbon. But it's so central. You have so many opportunities. That's what we fell in love with.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So, when you started to search for a house, what felt, if there is anything, that felt confusing or overwhelming about the process?
What didn't feel, confusing and overwhelming, I think.
Everything is like, what's a good location to buy? What's a good price? What's the process? What papers do we need? What bank do we have to go to? What visa do we need? There were so many, because we come from a different country.
Yeah.
There were so many things we had to take in consideration. And then also, if you buy a house, we've seen people who bought houses like that were pretty much in nature, like, what's the closest store? What's the closest hospital? What's the closest city? How easily is it to get to a big city? It's just so many things we didn't really know and we had to figure out. So I think those were some of the big hurdles that made it confusing.
Before you went to the next hurdle of the administration, and is everything registered? Is everything on the paper? Is everything transparent? Is it honest? Is it, a lot of...
It's the trust factor over here. At the end, it's always like the trusting that you build with probably the person who's selling you the house, and how fast they can also reply to you, to all of your questions, to kind of put at ease your mind and everything that's coming up. Because it's, as you said, Thomas, it's buying in a different country, in an area that you probably see the tip of the iceberg. Everything else you have no idea.
Yeah. And also, I think before we bought this house, we had an experience or some experiences that made it a bit more confusing, because we had a house, we agreed on a price. And
Around
then,
this area?
fairly close. Close to Foz do Areiro.
Okay.
We agreed on the price. Once we agreed on the price, the real estate agent disappeared. He didn't answer our text, didn't answer our calls. Yeah. And then I think eventually we find out we didn't get the papers or the plans. So I think something wasn't on the plan, and then it was just such a... And then you just start questioning more things like, what happened?
Yeah.
Why does this happen? And then, of course, if we found you and then we did the visit, the feeling immediately is very different. So if you establish the trust, it makes it a lot easier for sure.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. Amber, you want to add anything?
No, I think we can write a book about the process of like
I'm pretty sure you had a lot of people that would buy that book.
No, the adventures of buying a house. No, for us I was always like, what's the catch? Because you immediately give all the papers before even asking with this house, and we were like, what's the catch? Is there something, like, are we missing something? But it was so nice to have that smooth process.
That was one of my questions, because we met exactly in this house that we are recording right now.
Right here.
Right here, exactly. Basically, you made a call to me. You said you wanted to view the house. I was the leasing agent of this house. I knew really well the owners that were selling it, and why they were, like, what were the reasons behind. And my question is, what made you actually comfortable at working together since the beginning, as Thomas was talking about? What made you like, I can trust this person and we'll make a smooth process? Because you weren't even close by. You were in the Algarve when you made a decision. I still remember that D-Day.
It started with seeing the listing, and I told them, and I think it was at night, I was crawling and seeing houses, etc. And I saw this one, I was like, this is the one, I want it. And I went over to tell them, like, this is it, this is the view, this is the house I want. And then I called you, and you're like, yeah, it's already reserved. It's sold. So I was like disappointed. But a week after, we came to visit this area, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it a try. Is it still sold? And you told me like, no, we're again opening. So I think, and we came, and immediately it felt, like I said, you gave all the papers. You were transparent. You were communicating smoothly, which was also a thing we didn't experience before. Just everything was so transparent and honest, and we immediately felt at ease.
I think the biggest difference, I would say, is how every question was quickly answered, correctly answered. We asked for the papers, we immediately got the papers. Like there was no holding back. There was a good connection as well. I mean, you just.
That's why we are doing this video today as well. I don't ask to all of my clients to do this, just to be sure.
And it was just such a big difference with the other experiences, because everything we asked, we got an answer, we got the papers, we have just very, very, very transparent. So
And fast.
And fast. Very fast.
Yeah.
You do not dilly-dally.
I actually have a lot of clients that says to me that I'm not like the regular Portuguese.
No.
In
I
terms
agree.
of work
I
standards.
agree.
Yeah.
I might agree.
That's good. That's good. It's good. And looking back, what was the moment when you thought, okay, this is the right house for us? For what you said, it was kind of just seeing the listing, because I also did a video of the properties that I always do to each kind of property, even if it's a property that's like 100K or 500K. I really like to do a video on it. And what do you feel that actually like it sold the house to you?
When I walked in, because she was convinced from
The listing.
first second she was sold. When I came in, there's big windows in the doors. I saw the view, and I immediately told us, like, we're gonna make an offer.
Okay, so it was the views of the house.
Just the condition of the house, because it was in a fair condition. The view is spectacular. Like the area is really nice. It was several things that ticked all the boxes we were looking for. So just having all that together made it very easy. Also considering some other houses we've seen in the area.
Of course.
Made
The
it very
price was
easy.
also right, and that
Yes.
is always like half of the process is actually having the price right, because otherwise the property can be just amazing, but if the price is wrong, you'll have like no offers, no proposals, and the price for this property was just right. They really wanted to sell it. And I believe it was really nice that the deed, when all of you guys were together, and even on promissory contract, it was nice for you to meet with them, even that they didn't speak any English. You kind of had like the feeling, I said, you felt that they wanted to sell, and they were really, really happy that they were selling to like a young couple that would bring the joy and would bring, because this house was for like an older family. And who was selling, it was basically the mom and the siblings that were selling it, and they really wanted the house to be full with children and full with love as well. So they were super, super happy. I still remember at the deed when she was kind of like tearing up because she really felt like it's going to stay in good hands.
And that's how we feel as well, that we are like welcomed in the family. They sold the house to us, but it doesn't end there. We still see them because the family lives next
by.
door, and so it's nice to have such a warm feeling.
I agree.
Yeah, great. Next, let's see. Okay, I asked more or less about this. Was anything that worried you in the process, basically, from the beginning?
Anything that worried us?
Yeah,
In
like
this
something.
process? With this house?
Probably no. I believe here was kind of clear.
Yeah.
But like in the process of buying a house, what would you feel like at the beginning, or like for future buyers, any advice that you
Yes.
would give?
I have many good ideas.
Yeah.
If you want to buy, go to the bank first.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Understand
the
exactly
bank.
where
Yeah.
you stand.
Know what's possible. Know what credit you can get. Get everything approved.
Pre-approved.
Get
yeah.
your papers in order. Make sure you're like ready to go, because
Yeah.
when it goes, it goes.
Yeah.
So you have to be ready for that. Know what it will take to migrate to a different country, which
Yeah.
is also very important. Just
Simple
obvious
now.
things, because like tax wise, medical insurance, it's a different country, it's a different system. So just having figured out those steps will
Help.
Mhm.
Yeah, during all
a
of the
tremendous
process.
amount.
I think it's surrounding yourself with the good team, let's put it that way, like a real estate agent that you trust and that gives you the comfort and answers all the questions, and somebody at the bank or for all the paper wise that you also know is transparent. Having the right team around you can make the process so smooth. That's what with us was
Yeah.
the difference with this house, that we finally had our team complete. We're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Don't
this is
try
it.
to do everything yourself.
On your own,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
c-
yeah.
It's too complex,
Yeah.
too hard. There are many, many good people who want to help you.
Yeah.
You're amongst one of them.
Yeah.
And let the papers checks as well. Like, have them
Yeah.
double check before you buy it. See the possibilities of the house. But also, I wanted to add something else, but I forgot now.
Pregnant baby
yeah,
lady.
probably it's a pregnancy brain. Yeah, it won't be important in that case.
No, but I think it makes total sense what you said. I always say also to about the bank situation that you talked. I always say to clients right now, because we are really in the market right now, you have like 5 properties in each area, and the
Yeah.
areas are big, but you have like really lack of inventory. There are not enough homes for the amount of buyers that you have. So when I list a home, I have easily like 5 leads per day that I have to call to talk to them, to book the visits. And before that, you could have a house that would stay in the market for longer. And yes, then you'll had time to deal with the banks and
Yeah.
sort all of the paperwork. Nowadays, that doesn't happen, because if you don't have the paperwork sorted, you will lose the opportunity. I always say this to my clients, like make sure that you have the bank, if you need a bank loan, prepared, because once you see the house, if you don't have it ready, you lose it. And then it's really a pain.
Because that's why we were able to buy this house and not the people it was reserved for. They still
Yes.
had to arrange the papers, and we had
Yes.
to but we were also in their shoes before, so that's how we learned of, oh no, we need to arrange the paper first and then we have it. So it's a learning process. And I remember now as well, if something falls through that you were really hoping for, it also happens for a reason, and afterwards it will all make sense. That like we had with other houses that we were like, oh, disappointed it didn't go through, but if we look now, this is exactly where we need to be.
You wanted
So,
to
yeah.
end up
Yeah, so the disappointment during the process is one of the
leading
things
you sometimes to a
to the
better
right
path.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a process.
Of
Right.
course,
Yeah.
you don't accept that at the time,
Yeah.
but then when you actually land
Yeah.
in the place that you are supposed to be, then it's because it had to be for your. I always say this also to my clients, like your house, it will be waiting for you, but you have to do the whole process. Like don't wait, don't sleep in the whole process, but you have to, like, if when you see the house, if it's for you, it will stay for you.
Yeah.
Because as you say, I had some processes that looked so smooth and everything was going well, and then it falls through. And then it actually comes along the next buyer, and it's exactly what that person was looking at. Exactly what happened with you
Yeah.
guys. And then it was so smooth and easy to do that it's, I completely agree with you. But it's a hard process.
It's a
Yeah.
wild ride.
Yeah,
It is,
exactly.
but it's worth it.
When you get it,
It's also fun, because I still remember your phone call when we were in the car. It's one of the better moments,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
When I told you that it was
Yeah.
accepted?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Were you together driving the car? Going down, was that
No,
easy?
we were.
Were
on-
that fast, I would say? No.
It was
Yeah, one day.
1 or 2 days,
Okay.
and we were en route to another house.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we were like, I don't care anyway. So,
You were visiting the house, but already like
Yeah.
Yeah, you
sorry,
had your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
good.
good fun.
That's
Good
good to know. Good to know. So about the area, this is very important. What surprised you the most about living in Alvorninha? Now that you are, it's not a long time, but what do you feel that makes this area good for you right now?
it's very green. We have a lot of nature. We have a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. People are incredibly friendly. There's a big community, Portuguese and otherwise. So I think what I didn't expect was it to be so social, green, but still close to the city. I think it's the sweet spot for what we were looking for. So anything you could add?
Yeah, I think we already mentioned all the events. You have so many options. We are in the nature. We have all the peas in here. But if we do decide to want to have like a food festival or some kind of like, there's a festival for everything. So we have the options of.
It's not like a
doing.
dead area. A lot of people
Yeah.
think
No.
like the suburbs
Yeah.
sometimes are
No.
like dead areas and nothing appears like nothing is happening.
No, that's not true at all. I think we told each other this week, like if we want to, we can go to 5 different events every week. So, but you don't have to because you're in the nature and on your own. But you do have the option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be more social
Yeah.
and to go out and meet
Yeah.
also other expats and other
Yeah.
Portuguese people as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
This is one question that I thought while you were talking, Thomas. It's about the language barrier. How do you feel that? Because you talk a little bit of Portuguese, like bom dia or
Yeah, bom dia, janelas,
Yeah.
porta.
he's clearly on the construction side right now. Soon enough he'll saying like bebê, cama
Yeah,
de bebê,
probably.
carrinho de bebê.
I think so. Yes. I would say, I think we have the basics down, but a lot of people speak English. Like a
And
lot of
French.
people speak English, and if they don't speak English, they speak French,
Okay.
and we also speak English and French.
Mm-hmm,
So that makes our life very easy. Although, like for the neighbors, like the guy next door is like only Portuguese.
Yeah, for sure.
I really try very hard to just have simple conversations about legumes or something. I don't know. But it's
Vegetables.
yeah, vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because he has his own vegetable patch and shares them with us. And just,
That's the good part also, I believe, in this area. I'm not saying the Algarve is not the same, but in this area, when you getting like really get along with your neighbors, people just give a lot of stuff to you,
Yes.
right?
Yes. We were overwhelmed with the kindness of the neighbors. Not overwhelmed in a bad way, but
Yeah,
we
of
were
course, of
surprised
course.
of how welcoming and friendly and giving they are. It's so nice to feel so welcome at our new place. But we do try the Portuguese. We try to learn. I think understanding also goes. I go to a sports class that is only in Portuguese,
Yeah.
so I'm obligated. So the counting is going good.
That's
Because
good.
I need to count my exercises, but one step at a time.
So you
yeah.
count until 15?
Yeah, 15,
15?
that's exactly
15,
the
that's
maximum.
it.
And then
3 times 15 and
Yes.
that's it.
exactly. Yeah.
So okay, that's good to know. I know that a lot of the people that are watching, they have raised this subject with me, which is like language barrier. How do I do it? Like if I go to a small storage or a pharmacy, a chemistry, can I actually talk to people? Will they actually understand me? So that's why I was asking.
They are so patient. That's what I noticed as well. When I go to the local shop, I try to do everything in Portuguese, and they specifically talk slow, so I can understand them extra and learn it. They repeat it. That they want you to learn it, so
Yeah.
they are patient with you, and they are, yeah.
I would say I've been to close by to
shameless plug, Olo Frango,
Yeah.
very good chicken.
Churrasqueira, churrasqueria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's very like frango piripiri.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
our thing
yeah.
in Portugal.
Yeah.
I love it. By the
Yeah.
way, they're very good.
It's
And
good.
then the lady she knows my face, so I was struggling ordering. I'm like, tu falar inglês, and she just looked at me and said, no. So I was
Really like teasing you for
yeah,
sure.
she's like,
Yeah.
try it in Portuguese, buddy. Come on.
So they
So,
have it here. Yeah. They
Yeah, I think they're patient, understanding, and then if you try, just try, like a few words, they will
Yeah.
appreciate it. Just try.
Yeah.
At
That's
least.
that's the thing. Yeah, I keep saying this. Like you don't need to, and you'll probably not say never, but it will take a long time
Yes.
probably for you to have like a full conversation. Because then when we start to talk, we also talk very fast, and they'll be like, "What are they saying? This is too fast." But the thing is, people like us, we really like to feel that because you are coming like to our country, you are
Yeah.
establishing your family here, you're bringing friends, and we are very welcoming with it. I believe, like I see a big difference from selling in the Algarve, which I did, selling in Lisbon, one of the poshy areas,
Yeah.
and then selling in here. I see a different environment, and people act different. They really want to integrate you if they feel that you are coming to add,
Yeah.
Yes.
like bring businesses or bring families, bring ideas, and that's very good.
I think one of the most important things is if you come to Portugal, the country, is to appreciate and respect the culture, because we came here because we just like the way life is, how the Portuguese people are, and if we would come here with a very foreign mindset, that will make a very big difference. But if you show respect and try to adapt to the Portuguese mindset and just show that respect, I think it'll be a lot easier than if I would try to be very, in my case, Belgian in Portugal. That
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
Yeah, and I believe you can actually make like friends for life completely.
Yeah.
Like people are so friendly that you'll know that you always have someone in your corner, basically. That's
Yeah.
what I feel with you guys as well. Since we
Same.
first met, like anything you need, you can just give me a shout,
Yeah.
and I'll help with anything that I can.
That's so. Yeah. That's exactly what we feel. That's the unconditional, like.
Support.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we feel here, and that's one of the reasons why we fell in love with Portugal. The mindset of thinking in solutions, not in problems. That's something we really appreciate here.
Good to know. So we are getting to. So one question about the house. What do you love the most of the house right now? That you made already some changings in the living room. You have some more that you want to do. Some more, of course.
I think this is now winter time, and we just last week installed the pellet stove. So for now, that's like the main thing we appreciate. But next to that, we would of course say the view and the garden and the scenery, and the amount of light that we have in the house.
The view.
Yeah.
The view.
For sure.
The view
Yeah.
took you away on the first day.
Yeah.
I went running several times now.
Oh, around here?
Yeah. It's like
And it's not flat.
No,
10,
that's true.
15, 18K.
Wow,
the-
that's a lot.
The views. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
And I think it's so good for our mental health as well, like being surrounded with green and with nature. Like our life just better than looking at skyrock buildings, and it's just different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like we have the first year we had so many bananas from our garden, which was also like the first banana we had like, whoa, we have our own bananas. And we're like, wow, they keep coming. This is amazing. They keep giving it. Yeah, so we feel very spoiled by our garden with the lemons and the bananas, and yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah.
So good. So this is now advice for future buyers. If someone is thinking about moving to the Silver Coast, what would you tell them? Silver Coast comparative with the other regions, because you lived also in the Algarve. What would you feel that it's the most, like made you really make the change to this area?
The amount of things that how accessible stores are, and like I said, like family wise, you have a beautiful park in Caldas with playground and a lot of events for kids as well, reading clubs, and Lisbon, how approachable Lisbon is. So first it's setting your priorities. Do you want to have a good connection? Do you want to have a better like view? Do you want to be close to the beach? Do you want to be close to the city? We also noticed that we are like 20 minutes-ish from the beach, which is not that far, but still it's a completely different climate. We can, when we stand on top of the garden and we look further, we
have
can
that
see
foggy.
foggy area of, so that's also good to know, like it can be only 5 or 10 minutes difference, but it can be a different climate. So to go and check it out, like, do you live on top of a hill or on the bottom of a hill? It's completely different, the climate. So yeah, first set your priorities and then you can.
So would you say that's probably like the center location throughout the whole country, like being so close to Lisbon and even to Porto as well?
For us, it feels like that. Like we have so many, like I said, it's like the star. We can go every direction if we want to, and it's all not that far. So yeah, that's what we feel.
I think if you look within a radius of an hour, you have
endless activities.
it's like big cities, small cities, caves, mountains, coastlines, the biggest waves in the world, lush beaches, the lagoon. I would say it's the prime spot in Portugal where I expected to go up.
Rise. The prices, you mean, for like real estate as well?
This area it feels so, well, it's very central, it's very nice, it's still authentic, but there's also a lot to do. So I feel like this is probably one of the best spots to go to if you want to live.
For us, it feels that way, yeah.
At least for us, because we like nature and still like people. This is probably the easiest location to sell to anybody. Because it has
also as buying
house.
and then selling, like making sure that you can sell afterwards if you have to. Like,
it's true.
If you don't like apples, don't come.
There are a lot of apples here. That's true.
And lemons too. Everywhere, every Portuguese house has a lemon tree.
We have we noticed during the hike, like, oh, it's not only our tree doing so well.
Everyone has like a lemon tree.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's still authentic Portuguese, but also modern. They are developing, and you can see they are investing in like modern activities.
The surf resort, and there's golf resorts, and then you have Obidos, which is...
It's actually funny because for us, because we come from a small country, for us, like driving an hour is something that we wouldn't do like every day. But I know that for a lot of clients that I talk to from YouTube, 1 hour it's what normally they do, like to go to work or even to visit a friend, or like they would I had a client saying that they would drive 3 hours to go to the Algarve and come back. For us Portuguese, it's crazy. We would go for a week or for 2, but we will never drive back and forward on the same day. But this is really a difference of perspective as well, because we are such a small country. But if you come with the idea to explore which area do you like first, this is something that you can also do. I would say 1 week, I think it's not ideal, because 1 week you'll be running from one place to the other and you wouldn't experience, probably you would see like the touristic sightseeings, but then that's not life. It's completely different. So I would say if you can take like 2 weeks or a week and a half to try and narrow down the type of area that you like, and you'll see each other like buying, and after that scout the area, reach out, and really see properties that will fit. I always say, like, don't buy without seeing it, because I believe it's a big shock. It's nothing like...
And the smell as well. Sometimes you can have in the center of Portugal. That's a good tip I want to give with people. Always ask, are there like big farms or anything in the neighborhood? Because we had it once. Like I was like, what's the catch? The house is amazing. And he's like, yeah, there can be sometimes a little smell. And we're like, okay, sometimes you will come and visit. And as soon as we opened the door, we're like, oh no, we're out of here. So
Yeah, there are some areas
Those
that we
things,
had the pig farms.
yeah.
And because of that, you have to be aware that
Yeah.
you might be doing a visit on a good day.
Yeah, yes. So always ask, are there big farms nearby?
Because that's very center
It is.
location.
Yes.
We used to have that business,
Yeah.
so it's why.
Yeah.
Some of them are now actually, they are ending the businesses. So they will be, like, even if you have it, they will not have animals. But I completely agree
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Make that question.
Yes.
Because there is a risk that
Go
you
on
might
location,
be,
just
yeah.
take in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Take a
environment.
deep breath.
Yeah.
Refreshing air.
Yeah. Okay. I think I ended with all of my questions. Is there anything you want to add? No pressure at all if everything was covered. Do you want to add anything?
Best
You
real
want to
estate
read-
agent in Portugal, right there.
Portugal is very
Yeah.
big.
We always recommend you to all the people we speak with and our friends, and we're like, yeah, Katarina, she's so transparent. She's easy to talk to. She explains everything in a language you understand, and you know what to expect. So yeah, we would.
That's good.
Definitely always.
Thank you. I just
My
want
pleasure.
Yeah.
I just want to say that they had no information at all what type of questions I was going to ask. You did very well. Thank you so much
Thank you for having us.
for receiving me at your home once again.
Thank you for selling us this home.
Yeah, of course. And
No
I'll be
home
close
without
by. I want to see that baby growing
Yes,
around
you
here
have to.
with picking up the lemons and the
Bananas.
bananas as well.
Yeah.
Being a real Silver Coast child.
Yeah. Living the Silver Coast dream.
Yeah.
I hope so.
It will be.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Any questions, you know what to do. You'll have my email, phone as well, and just reach out. Thank you. Bye-bye.